projects like the moon landing, but have you ever thought about the experiments conducted in space?
NASA has hundreds of ongoing experiments that affect our daily lives. One such experiment is the Psychomotor vigilance test.
The Psychomotor vigilance test is a way to measure differences in reaction times, which is usually caused by fatigue. Test takers, in this case astronauts, have to respond to cues by hitting a button, and the test records the time it takes them to react. The shorter the reaction time, the more alert the test taker is.
One of the people who has experienced the effects of fatigue in space firsthand is astronaut Thomas Marshburn. We had the pleasure of interviewing astronaut Marshburn about his experiences with the Psychomotor vigilance test.
First time I ever did it, though, was right when I was assigned and started training. Myself and my crewmates, and they put us at the bottom of the ocean in the Nemo habitat. So if you're flying in space, you got to get used to little tight quarters, and here's 6 of us inside of the Aquarius habitat. This is where I did, for the first time, did the experiment, would wake up. It's always interesting knowing kind of the whole environment you're in when you're taking this test. You know, I'm not sitting there drinking a cup of coffee, relaxed at the couch or the desk at my home. In this case, get up, it's on the timeline, you go straight to work, and you hop down, you flip your laptop and be sitting often at that table. Certainly when at the end of the day, a very busy day in space and in the Aquarius habitat, if I became inattentive for any reason, particularly my eyelids droop a little bit, then my score would start to be worse. So I think that's probably what they picked up on me. And there were a lot of times we were tired in space.
We were so interested in Marshburn's experience that we want to try it out ourselves.
But obviously we can't just hop on a rocket and go to space. So we did the next best thing. We pulled an all-nighter right here on Earth. Let's check it out.
Hello world! No, I'm just kidding. Do you want to tell us what we're doing here?
Yes, we are in my house, and we are pulling an all-nighter so that we can test the psychomotor vigilance test that astronauts take in space, and we're going to see how fatigue affects our results on the test. So we're going to stay up all night and take the test every 3 hours, and we'll see how fatigue affects us as the night goes on.
One thing's for certain, the Psychomotor vigilance test was not easy. Yeah, there were a couple of times where my results said seek medical attention immediately.
Your results show that your alertness may be suboptimal.
We all need medical attention, yay!
I feel like this is a harsh grading system.
Astronaut Marshburn may be able to explain the science behind this test and what researchers have found.
Well, so far, it's offered itself as a very valuable tool to for spaceflight applications. Very valuable tool for a crew to be able to say, "Hey, I'm on the edge of my performance." You look at the data and you go, "I'm not doing as well as I normally am." I mean, everybody's working hard, everybody's tired, but how much is too much? It's almost like it's measuring the nerve traffic time. In a lot of ways, it is measuring just that nerve traffic time from your retina seeing the image all the way out to your hand to when you hit the space bar. So it's great for the scientists because they have all this data, and then they can statistically build a case for a change or no change. Now they found differences in space. Had a lot to do with fatigue, and so this allows ground and crew to actually have a number, personal, a customized number to say this person's getting a little bit too tired, instead of just I feel fine. And actually, the greater risk for astronauts is saying I feel fine when actually you're getting too tired.
Thanks, Dr. Marshburn. Hey, Elena, what did we do to help ourselves stay awake all night? I can't even remember.
Well, there were a couple of things. First, we tried distracting ourselves with a movie.
Oh yeah, and then I had that idea that we could go for an early morning walk.
Which went well.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how tired are you guys?
I'm really at like a 5 now. Right now, 5.
You went from a 6 to a 5?
Yeah. What's the most tired?
10.
Oh. I was doing the scale wrong. I'm so tired.
The walk did help, actually.
Yeah.
Unlike that sad game of Twister that we played.
Elena, your left hand blue.
There we go. Left hand blue.
Okay. Here's between your right hand red. Is this keeping you guys up?
Well, as challenging as it was, we did it. Hey, let's look at our results.
Okay. It looks like our performance on the test decreased as the night went on.
Yeah. That would make sense. And it proves what the psychomotor vigilance test was created for, studying sleep deprivation and fatigue.
I noticed there were 3 things that decreased as the night went on.
Yeah.
Hand-eye coordination.
You guys ready to take that test?
No. It's just a cat. Is this
Cognitive ability.
Are we supposed to be lucid after 20 hours of being awake?
And memory. What's that? Let's let astronaut Marshburn explain the applications of the test on Earth.
So there are a lot of practical applications, pilots, drivers. I think it hasn't been explored fully enough yet to actually be able to do neuromuscular traffic measurements. You know, you get the properly motivated person, see what are the limits of human capability and of the nervous and muscular system, because it's just so simple, but very elegant, you know, and that's why I think it's a wonderful experiment.
Now we can say from experience that the psychomotor vigilance test certainly shows the effects from fatigue and reaction time.
So if you want to take this test, head on over to sleepdisorderflorida.com. Maybe even compete with your friends to see who has the highest score.
For more videos like this, be sure to check out the NASA Hunch YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!